So every Wednesday, we're lucky enough to have the great guys over at Stats Terminal. Today, we're even lucky enough to have the CEO there. He's been on the show every week for the last couple of weeks. It's been a luxury, but he's recently told us that he's not going to make a couple shows. So this is going to be an epic one. So really appreciate him giving us time. So without further ado, let's bring him up. Bring up Stan. Stan, welcome back to OnChain Revolution. Thanks for being
Hey
here, sir.
guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Yeah, I'll actually try. I'll actually try to be available next weeks as well, but I can't promise. We'll see.
Dude, we
Yeah,
understand, dude. We understand you're super busy and you're actually going out and to different places and stuff like that and meeting people and doing the
yeah,
things that a CEO should do. So we completely understand.
yeah. Make money, and bring bread to the table, so people can just sit and work and motivate
Yeah.
them. And that's it. You just need to do that for startup. Of course, also manage accounting, legal operations, HR, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. What's one of the, just curious, kind of from a founding perspective, when do you feel like a company moves out of startup status to stabilized, and they don't have that title anymore?
I hope that Sats Terminal will never move from that title. I think it's
Okay.
like mentality that you keep. The thing is that like when you are moving from startup to corporate, you probably lose a little bit of that sense of urgency. And if you lose sense of urgency, you become less agile, not so fast. You're not reacting to innovations, and then your business eventually goes down. So we would be a startup even if we would have like 10,000 people working with us. I think it's very important. Like look at Elon Musk. The dude is running how many companies? X, SpaceX, Boring Company, Tesla. He has probably something else. And every single company, if you read the reports from the people that were working there, it's like really hardcore, 12 hours, 14 hours days, staying in the office. But people still go and work with him because they know that they will do something great and they would be winners, because winners always work hard. They party hard, but also work hard. So I think that's the vibes. I think it should be like that everywhere. I was working with like bigger companies, in a way, also startups. Not so many people, but they treated themselves like companies, and you can feel straight away the difference. Nothing gets done fast. Technical updates or like small features that we want to push in 1-2 days gets dragged for 10 days or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So yeah, we'll never become a company. We'll be always a big startup, successful startup.
Yeah.
100%, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that mentality. And honestly, the Web3 space does have a lot of that mentality of kind of hurry up and wait. Like
Yeah.
they don't release a lot of things because they feel like they want to wait on the market. But if you have a sense of urgency, and it doesn't matter about the market because you believe in the product itself, right? That's the whole point, and always having that energy is important.
Yeah, I think like market is important. The timing is important for like some specific events. Like let's say you want to raise capital. Of course, it's easier when everything is pumping. But company wise, like building business, like no matter how what market is there, like it's the same. You have to push every single day, whether it's like shitty market or good market. Maybe if it's a good market, you even push harder. You don't want to get lazy. You want to like farm. You want to make money. All of the people are they understand that if you're volume based product during a bear market, volumes go down 10x, 20x. You don't make that much money. So but also it's time to build. You don't focus on all of the crap. You just focus on building, and it's easier to get like high profile partnerships and things like that. So it's the two sides. Like yeah, sometimes when it's pumping, it's good for maybe some business stuff, but not so good for the development because you get distracted. But when it's bear market, it's better for product, and there's some correlation between those periods. Yeah.
Yeah, man, 100%. And speaking of like bearish markets, we've kind of dealt with that in the whole month of September. It felt like, but now we're in October. Feels like new light has entered the ecosystem for the first time in a little while. We're seeing Bitcoin above 117, which feels really, really good. I'm curious, how are you guys doing? And in September, and what are you guys expecting for October and the rest of this year?
Yeah, just posted 1 hour ago. We had a whale transaction. People started buying dog again. Like someone just spent $10,500 through Sats terminal to buy dog. I think that's cool, and it's I'm noticing right now when Bitcoin is pumping, it's always pumping. Like dog added 10% today. But yeah, man, I'm bullish. I'm bullish. I'm bullish on runes. I'm bullish on what Spark is doing, and bullish on Bitcoin ecosystem. I think so many great things. Like innovations are happening every single month. It's crazy. Like it feels like we are in that R&D sort of phase in a good way. Every time we have so many like bright eyes, like people, oh, I want to do something. I want to build a new protocol. I want to build a new product. That's so awesome. I was literally talking today with Doc Father about this, and uh, every single month, like every couple of weeks, there's something new happening in the ecosystem. That's just
Yeah,
awesome.
100%. We definitely need something new here. I mean, it's been very, very boring. Even with runes, right? Like what you can do with runes, you can just basically just buy one, wait 45 minutes, sometimes wait 10 minutes, other times, right? And you could sell it and stuff like that. But having Spark, and this is something that you guys always been, you guys are always on the top of the new innovation, right? Whatever new innovation's happening, whether it's Alkanes or whether it's Spark, you guys have always been there. And you guys we're going to be participating in the Spark ecosystem. It does look like it's launched. I don't know if you've seen it as of yesterday. Luminex is live and UTXO. Are you guys getting ready? Is there a plan to kind of get this going? I mean, it does feel like it's here.
Yeah, no, we are ready to launch. We are ready to launch. The product is working. Everything is fine. It's tested already. The thing is that we took a little bit of extra time because you see, like what happened with runes. We wanted to build a product that truly gives you, like, our key value proposition is that you go to Sats Terminal, you always get the best price, you always get the best offer. So for Spark, we are trying to figure out as well how we make the best trading experience, not only product wise, like UI UX, but also you make more money, or you have like better incentives, and we are thinking about it. And currently what we are trying to do, and actually already have a decent progress on that side, we want to do sort of a multi-hop trading for Spark tokens. So for example, if you are buying token one, like how it works with Luminex, like you buying token one with Bitcoin or token two with Bitcoin and then sell it, vice versa. What we are trying to do, we are trying to also look into, maybe it's cheaper to, I don't know, get token one, then swap it to token three, and then token three to token six, and then to the token two or BTC, or, like build sort of a more complicated route. Very similar to what 1inch guys were doing in EVM chain with their, I think it was called like Routes Finder or something like that. Yeah, so we are again like pushing more on the technology side. Plus, in my opinion, like there would be a lot of platforms. They would be all providing trading. Again, someone needs to come in and say, hey, now let us like put all of that together, make sure it's a 99.99% uptime, stable infrastructure for wallets, for apps, for everyone to integrate, and Sats Terminal is there. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Love it. So people are getting excited about this because, and myself included, that I think this could be a liquidity event that brings people into kind of this high speed trading type of environment that we don't have over here, other than like Odin. Bob's done a great job with that, but the difference is Odin kind of doesn't have competition, right? It's kind of the Odin platform, and that's it with that token standard. This is going to have 3 launch pads that are going to be launching simultaneously. Do you expect, like, I know I ask you expect and you don't like that, but so I guess could we say, is it reasonable for people to expect that this could get a lot of energy in the beginning because there's 3 launch pads there?
Of course, no, it's obvious. Like competition is always great. Like I wish there would be another aggregator. If there would be another aggregator, then it would mean we need to work even harder. I think that's awesome because all of those platforms they're sitting right now every single day. They have 10 meetings with like their marketing team, vendor, product teams, and they're just asking one question: how do we differentiate ourselves from the platform 2 and 3? Like what we can do, what is the value that we can bring to the user, oh, what is our USP. So I think that's amazing. Of course, that's for like in the end of the day, aside from building sats terminal, I'm also a Bitcoin trader. I'm also a degen. I want to go and trade those spark tokens, and then it's there. It's awesome. Let them compete. For us it's great. We're like the more participants in the ecosystem, the more chances you would get. You would widen your distribution channel, get more users, and that's just good for community, for the ecosystem.
Yeah, 100%. And you guys obviously have the roots trading, huge volume today. You guys, the Spark stuff's going to be probably massive for you guys. It's probably going to be a game changer for you guys. And then you guys have the borrowing and lending of Bitcoin. And I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, you can maybe walking me through maybe taking out a loan. Would that be okay?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right. So I go to your main page, satsterminal.com. What do I got to do?
So first of all, you see all of the products here. That's cool. Trade is our favorite app, .satsterminal.com, where you can buy runes and alkanes and sell them. Then under Spark, we would have a Spark trading platform. Probably next week, more likely on Monday or on Tuesday, we would release it.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to drop it. It's ready. We were just finishing a couple of small things, and then borrow and stake. Stake is coming soon. Not much to say about it right now, but later with the yield opportunities, I was also thinking that it can be a marketplace where you have all of the Bitcoin yield opportunities in one page, and you want to deploy your Bitcoin depending on your risk appetite and the returns. You can go and work on yield, but that would come a little bit later. And then borrow, our currently, I would say it's our flagship product, something that we're putting most of the energy right now to build, and very soon we would add the new redesign, also probably next week. So it starts very simple. You see the button start borrowing. You can click on that, and then you sign up with your email. That's it. You don't need to connect your wallet. You just sign up with your email. You receive your 2FA code, and then boom, you have an account created.
get my 2FA real quick.
Yeah.
And then, all right, I got my 2FA. Let me put that in here. All right, success. Let me show my screen back over here. Got it. All right, I'm in now.
Perfect. And now you have wallet created by Privy. It's Privy powered. Wallet Privy is a institutional grade infrastructure for sort of embed wallets. You have it, and then all you need to do is, you pick how much you want to borrow. It straight away it offers you what collateral you need to put. But for example, you can click on LTV, and if you want to get like higher loan to value amount, like let's say 75, and make it a little bit riskier, you can also do. You can get 100 against your $133. But I think eventually we would max it up to 84, 86%.
Ooh.
Yeah. So also, by the way, before we move forward, when Bitcoin dropped, let's say 20%, what you can go and do, and you have Bitcoin, you can go ahead straight away, get a loan against that BTC, 75, let's say percent. You get 0.75 in stables. You buy more Bitcoin, you get more Bitcoin, you get another loan, you get more stables, and you can sort of loop it. And that's in a way like
Manual longing.
yeah, 3x, 4x, or how much that is, probably 3x manual longing. But it's interesting. For some people, it's easier to understand, and they see that their collateral is growing. You just open the spot market. For example, even with the recent crash, Bitcoin went like, what was the recent lowest point? Probably around 108 or something. Now it's 117. So there's a decent margin. But anyways, you input the parameters, then you click secure with BTC.
All right, and then what do I do now?
You click delegate wallet. This
Okay.
is, by the way, it's something that we'll see. Maybe we'll abstract it from the user, but the intention of the whole process is that we want to make this as transparent as possible. So when the user takes loan through us, everything is here. You see everything up front. Then you secure your loan with BTC. Boom. Now it will guide you through the loan details. So this loan is powered by Aave. This is the loan to value. It explains you the liquidation risk.
This is amazing, Stan. This is like really, really. I mean, I'm getting everything. This is really cool. Lateral.
Your collateral will be bridged to Ethereum network. Yeah, the
Okay.
asset we're using as collateral is WBTC. So you know how it works. Effective interest rate is 5.58. By the way, the interest rate we are taking, it's average for the last 6 months. So we are giving you more accurate number. Instead of like what is the rate right now, you get an average. Yeah.
All right, so I'll get next, and it says a fee is one-time upfront cost to processing the loan. Okay, and okay, the fee is almost nothing.
Yeah,
80 cents.
It's tiny, and we will keep it tiny. This is just information. So the wallet that you created initially, the privy wallet, this is the address. So we are just telling you, okay, you'll receive your stable coins to this address.
Gotcha. And then just done?
Then done. And then just in case something happens, something doesn't go well, and we need to refund you BTC, you need to add your BTC address. It can be Taproot or Legacy, whatever.
All right, I think I'm just going to use my Taproot for this one.
Of course.
Paste it in. All right, and I confirm.
Yeah.
Your loan has been initiated.
And then it redirects you to the other page, and then boom, you have a QR code. You scan it and you send this amount, or you copy the address and you send this amount in BTC.
All right, so just put it on my other screen here. Let's bring it up here. Xverse. All right, so I have the here. I'm going to go Bitcoin. I'm going to paste in the address. Hit next, and the amount is 0.0002266372.
No, too many zeros. 2 zeros only.
Yeah, way too many zeros.
That's $2.
26372. All right, there we go. And now I can next confirm it. Close. And in about what? How many blocks? One block? 2 blocks?
One. Just one, but let's scroll a little bit down. Let's scroll a little bit down, and then you see waiting for payment. We will automatically detect your payment. So once we see the transaction, even if it's not confirmed, it would say, okay, we see the transaction, it's fine. Let's just wait until it confirms. Of course, with the
even in the mempool, you guys can detect that it's there.
Yeah, no, of course.
Oh,
okay, you see?
Amazing.
We're confirming deposit. So now we show you that the estimated time is 30 minutes, which is like significantly better if you think about it. It's much better than centralized lender, because there you wait 1 day usually. But yeah, 30 minutes, 1 block, and then you get the stables straight away.
And the stables will be in this wallet up here, and I'll click this, and then.
But also you can click on the left sidebar. You have this overview. You would have everything here. You have your account balance, and in the account balance you would have assets. You also can click, for example, withdraw, and you'll see some of the options that we have right now. So, for example, you can withdraw USDC on Base, I think, Arbitrum, and ETH. And currently we added that you can withdraw CBBTC. End of this week, you would be able to also withdraw BTC and WBTC, just to have more options. But we'll probably have like a default option is BTC, because we want to make it simple end-to-end. You deposit BTC, you withdraw BTC. But you also need to keep all of those options, because if you get a little bit more sophisticated DeFi trader, maybe he want to keep WBTC, who knows, deployed somewhere else. And also, when you were inputting the amount of Bitcoin collateral, I wanted to mention that contrary to most of the lending platforms, we don't have our minimum loan requirement is just $5. Most of the platforms, they ask you for 100 or more. So Sats Terminal allows you to take like really small loans.
This feels like you guys did an amazing job because it feels like I'm using like a Web 2 banking app. It really does. Like the way everything looks and the way you guys, because normally with crypto, and you guys probably know, when you're using crypto stuff, they don't give you any information. Like it's
Yeah.
normally just like, hey, this is your wallet. Click here, go read the docs. But you guys actually took the time and put everything step by step as I'm clicking through to make sure that I'm aware of all the actions. That seems to be really important to you guys. Really explaining to the customer what they're getting into.
You have to. I mean, we want to abstract things, but we also want to make sure that it's clear. There are like no secrets. Yeah. In the end of the day, with product like this, you are putting your Bitcoin. It's extremely important that you know every single step. There are no like hidden spots. Like for example, with the fee as well, you go through that onboarding flow. You see that we charge one-time fee. It's upfront. You see it straight away. You paid us 80 cents. That's it. In your particular example, of course, other loans would not every loan is 80 cents. I hope so. But yeah.
I have a question. So
Yeah.
I agree with Shizzy. I think this is a really thought out process. It covers a lot of the details that are very important, especially whenever you're in the beginning steps of trying to close or finish the loan up. I'm curious, would you guys ever consider in the future maybe adding like a Bitcoin wallet connect for the payment side, or will you always do kind of that manual payment?
We'll think about that. We'll think about
Hmm.
that. I
Gotcha.
The thing is that there are incredible amount of ideas right now. Yeah, there's so
Mhm.
many ideas. Like everyone on the team has 100 ideas what they want to do, what they would want to add to the product. But you also need to prioritize and see what is the most important right now. Currently, the most important is let's make sure that the whole end-to-end loan process from taking the loan up to repayment is 10 out of 10
Flawless.
top notch. Oh, we have update. Estimated time 2 to 5 minutes. Wow.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that means a block came through.
Wow. Yeah, block came through very fast. Oh, that's insane actually.
You gotta love when that happens because it's very
Let's
rare
go.
that,
USDC
that a
and Ethereum.
Bitcoin block. So okay, now it's going through Ethereum. So what is happening right now is I'm guessing my Bitcoin is being converted into WBTC, and then that is being staked into the protocol.
Yeah, so that's like and to like when you deposit your BTC, it goes straight away to our bridge aggregator, something that we
Okay.
build as a primitive for this product. And we have a couple of platforms currently, like 5 bridges I think 4 or 5 bridges that we're looking into, and we find the best rate where we bridge your BTC to WBTC. Then we do it, and then that WBTC goes straight away into, in this case, I think it's Avapool, and then it goes straight away. So we don't hold the funds at any point. Your Bitcoin goes straight away into, like, let's say it goes through wrapping. You get the asset, you get the stables. That's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys did a great job with this, man. It's really awesome. 2 to 5 minutes later, I'm gonna get my USDC, and I can buy more Bitcoin, and then do it, and then do it again. Get more USDC, get more Bitcoin. So 100%. Is there anything on here that you want to kind of go through while we kind of wait?
1 second. Yeah, I'm just like making sure that on the our side, I see the loan and everything is fine.
And for the audience that's listening in, don't worry if you miss part of this because we're gonna actually cut this and make it its own kind of tutorial for you guys. So we will have it for
Oh,
y'all.
that's sick.
So this is really cool. Referral program coming soon. We're building an exciting referral program that will let you earn rewards by bringing friends to Sats Terminal. Earn rewards, get Bitcoin rewards for every successful referral. Help your friends discover Bitcoin-backed lending. Monitor your referrals and earnings in real time. That's really awesome. I feel like that's like the new concept here, what you guys are building. And I love the overview page. So could you explain what a healthy loan is, a warning loan, and a critical loan, just for people that don't know what that is?
Yeah, healthy loan is under 75 loan to value
Okay.
percent. Warning loans I think it's 75 to 90. I need to check the amounts, but I think it's up to 90. And then if the price of Bitcoin drops significantly, then you get into the critical loans position. Is high risk of liquidation. And what we are planning to do with the product as well, that we would have a lot of notifications and a lot of liquidation prevention features. I know that a lot of protocols are trying to tackle it in a way that they take a little bit of money, like 0.5% of what you use as collateral to open a position for you, to kind of counterbalance the risks. If there is a flash drop, then the position would make profit to cover that liquidation price. I'm not 100% if that would work. While we are thinking about adding features like auto rebalancing, or for example, if we see that your loan is approaching the critical high risk category, then we might like just sort of change it to a different terms to keep it healthy. We are thinking about that so we can automate loan liquidation prevention. Because right now with most platforms, you just have notifications, and we want to have something like just click
protection, like almost like a protection, like
you have to do it. You have to do it
Yeah.
because if you are like a regular user, you don't know how it works, we'll just add it there.
Yeah. I wonder what the user could do, because obviously to kind of have the liquidation protection, you need to have more capital available to protect it, right? Maybe, are you guys thinking of like giving kind of a section on the platform where they can just add more Bitcoin for emergencies, or what are you thinking?
You can just pay down the loan, right? You can just add money to the loan. So if the
Yeah.
more you pay it down, the
I
better.
know, but like emergency situations, right? So for example, like Bitcoin crashes hard, the volatility, right? You don't have time. So I think that's what Stan is kind of referring to in that sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Okay.
I'm thinking that it's better, instead of like, we can always think about some complex ways how we can protect the user, but the easiest way is to just ask user, hey, are you sure you will be able to take care of your notifications on your own, or you want us actually to take care of that? Maybe we will charge you another. We charged 80 cents for this loan that you're initiating. Maybe we'll charge 40 cents or maybe 80 cents on top of that. And you would pay. You don't care. You're taking $200. Do you care if you pay $1.60 or 80 cents? Doesn't matter. And
Nope.
that's a good feature. Of course, if you are taking not $200, but $20 million loan, then of course maybe you don't want to pay that. But then also, if you're taking loans like that, you probably know what you're doing. I don't think that people are coming from outside and it's just like, oh, let's take 20 million, get liquidated, let's go. I just want to YOLO and lose money. And that doesn't happen.
James Wynn. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, that's a good example. Now I don't have an argument here. But
you do have a question
campaign
from your doppelganger, Stan. Yeah, he says Coinbase is campaigning for a banking license. Is that partnership with Coinbase Ventures in line with this growth narrative? Thanks.
Not really. I think it's like, to be absolutely transparent, Coinbase Ventures, they are one of the most active VC firms there in the market. They have quite an extensive portfolio. And I know for certain that if you are building and your product is you're building and you're bringing value, for example, to the base chain, then of course you work closely with them, whether that's loans or some other type of products. In our particular case, no, like we are not connected with banking license. For us, what is very important is that this is fully non-custodial. You completely remain in control of your funds. Everything is transparent. And for me, if I hear something like banking, it means it's not transparent. It means that you can, I don't know, break some rules and you will never see your money. Yeah, so we're not exploring that route. But I know that the guys, but also like if you think about it, Coinbase overall it's a huge monster. It has like tens of products right now. It's an incredibly big company. S&P 500 in the end of the day, which is crazy if you think about it. So of course they are expanding into banking line, but they're expanding everywhere. Just look at what they've done in the last like 1 year, last 2 years. It's crazy. Like how Base went from nothing to becoming like one of the major chains. Like all of the other products, like custody product is getting incredible traction. Of course, like all of the trading, spot activity, centralized exchange activity, it's #1 in North America. I don't know what are the numbers, but they're absolutely dominating the whole Western market. So yeah, Coinbase are amazing company. Kudos to them. They're doing amazing job.
Yeah, 100%. And what you did is like completely different than anything Coinbase. What Coinbase you have to do is to deposit your Bitcoin into Coinbase, and then you can go after these loans, right? And then they'll handle it from their side, very similar to how you guys are doing. But with you guys, I don't really need to do anything that's centralized at all, and there's no depositing anywhere really, besides into wrapped Bitcoin, which is very very normal in that sense. And then when you get the the coins and stuff, it's all done in a decentralized autonomous way, which I think is a game-changing opportunity for you guys. I haven't really seen anyone aggregating loans before. Is this something that's on the newer side?
There were a couple of companies that were doing this, but I don't think that there is a single company that's doing it for native Bitcoin backed loans. I don't think that
Gotcha.
anyone is doing that. And in my opinion, it's an incredible opportunity because even like I was checking the stats last year, 2024, the Bitcoin lending market was valued at $8 billion, and it's projected to grow in the next 6 years to $60 billion. 60 from 8. That's insane in 6 years. So I think it's a very big opportunity, and we will see more and more Bitcoin finance, Bitcoin consumer apps products coming into the market because it's what people want. That's what people need. They
Yeah.
want to use their Bitcoin. They want to make it active. They don't want to keep it like as an idle something. They want to make extra. If you keep your Bitcoin, of course you are winning already. You are hodling Bitcoin, you're winning already. But don't you want to win a little bit more? Of course you want to. Like you have that Bitcoin sitting on your, let's say, hardware wallet. Let's go a little bit into the future. In a couple of months, SATS terminal is available in your favorite hardware wallet. I don't know, Ledger, Trezor, whatever. Boom, you plug your wallet. You can take away loans straight away in your dashboard, completely securely. Have stables. Use that liquidity to make extra APY. Put that positive margin into your pocket without selling your Bitcoin. It's passive income. Like you go online, you go to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everyone's saying, hey, you need to hustle, you need to do drop shipping, you need to create like t-shirt. Why? You don't need to do all of that stuff. Just go buy Bitcoin, get stables, and use those stables to generate higher APY than the loan servicing. That's it. It's, for example, right now and at the times of like higher volatility through some of the delta neutral strategies, you can get incredible returns. You can pay maybe for that loan how much, like 6, 7, 8% a year, but you can make 25% easy in DeFi. In Bitcoin DeFi, like 30% people are making, it's no problem. And there's that 20% margin. You put it in the pocket. One Bitcoin is 120. It's $24,000. What you can buy for $24,000? A lot of stuff. A great used car, maybe even a new car. I don't know how much cars are worth. I don't have a car, but probably you can buy a car. You can buy like 14 iPhones, like the best ones.
Yeah, 14. And then try to resell them. No, but
Yeah.
but I one thing I want to say though is you talked about the speculation or the, I guess, the forecast of what loans are going to be, the market's going to be kind of valued at, right? 80 billion or 60 billion. But I think the companies like yourselves that have been building in the Bitcoin ecosystem, because it's not super, super attractive to build here because of the technical tech stacks and all that stuff. But the ones that did build and continue to build are going to benefit in the long run, because you're going to be so far ahead in the knowledge base, especially with aggregation. Think about it. You said there's not one other company doing what you guys are doing with the Bitcoin lending and borrowing. There's a reason for that. It's because they want the easy builds. They want to work on the easier chains to build on. This is the harder one. So once you get this down, you're going to be so far ahead of everybody that you're going to pretty much, dominate the market.
That's what we hope for. I mean, like, also looking into the future of loans and what we are doing right now, I think we would be using not the same playbook that we used with swaps, but similar. With swaps, what we did, we joined the market, we went live with our platform, and we started building SDK straight away. We had beta launch in the end of September, October, and November, we had SDK ready. We started integrating B2B partners and then powering infrastructure. Fast forward to now, 3 or 4 Runes transactions are coming through our infrastructure or our front end. With loans, we want to do similar playbook. We will also have them in SDK very soon, like very, very soon. We will start working probably in the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks on the SDK, pack it very quickly and have it done. But difference between SATS terminal swap approach and borrow approach is that here we would really focus on the platform. I think that when you get user to take loan from you at your platform, you can offer so many things. Like I'm telling you about this, like delta neutral strategy vaults or different ways to farm. That should be on one platform. You got stables, boom, you deployed it, you make money right now. It's such an easy case. It's so easy to sell. You just tell that to anyone, like, hey, you can make 9% with us, 10% with us. That's awesome. Of course, dynamic, it's not stable. We know how the market works, but that's awesome. That's your use case right away. Then we were talking about buying Bitcoin. What if you click one button and you do straight away this whole looping, like at 50% or 75% LTV? Like we buy 0.75 Bitcoin, get loan, and we do it for you. We just bundle transactions, boom. I think there's
100%.
so many things we can do, and I'm honestly, like, you can probably feel that I'm like extremely excited about this product. I feel like extremely bullish. I think on top of the platform that we have, of course, there's no questions asked that it would be the best execution stack, the best infrastructure for Bitcoin-backed loans on the market. I'm 100% sure no one else would do it better than us at the current stage of development. But platform itself also, it's your front page. It's very important that people would go there and they would open this whole beautiful world. Wow, I have half of Bitcoin and I can start making money. I want at one day, maybe in a couple of months, maybe in a year, I want to wake up and I want to go to X and Reddit and YouTube and I want to see people saying, hey, I paid for my wedding with SATS terminal. I paid for my kids' college with SATS terminal. I bought myself, I bought myself a Rolex with borrowed funds with SATS terminal. I want to see the real cases. And I think we are getting there. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Now you can do it all on chain, right? You can take out the loan on chain. I can withdraw potentially that USDC to a wallet with a debit card and then go purchase potential of that Rolex with my debit card. Like that's the world we're getting, especially now with Stripe integrating stable coins. You're going to be able to potentially take out a loan and then within minutes you're potentially walk into a store with your wallet debit card and you're going to just swipe your card just like how you normally do, but that the stable coins going to come right out of your wallet into the Stripe backend, which kind of feeds into his system, right? So boom, you just bought a Rolex with your loan or you pay tuition, like you said, like if you want to kids
or
college,
medical expenses, or something else happened, or you need you need funds right now. You don't want to sell your Bitcoin because it's stupid. You don't want to sell your future of your kids. I think it's like inevitable if you think about it globally, because we're always sitting in this like bubble. We're always talking about what's happening in Bitcoin ecosystem, what's happening in crypto. But if you zoom out and you just compare the experience to traditional banking, it's 10 billion million times better than traditional banking. I can't imagine how I get a loan in traditional bank. You go through an incredible KYC, lengthy due diligence process. You need to show a lot of papers, and they will likely say you no, or like, okay, they give you loan, but you would pay for that loan more than for a crypto loan. Because right now market, like again, I'm not an expert in banks, but I heard from many of my friends that right now the rates are going up and up and up and up, and it's expensive to take loans from the bank. So here's the solution. Yeah.
Yeah, man, 100% down payment on a house. Let's just say you need a down payment. You don't want to sell your Bitcoin. Boom.
Absolutely.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect for that. Well, this has been absolutely awesome, Stan. I really appreciate your time, dude. It's been really amazing. Thank you for walking me through how to essentially take out this loan. And I hope you guys learned a lot from this as well. But if you have any last words, we'd love to hear them.
Well, yeah, just guys, educate yourself. Learn something new every single day, and like just ask yourself, if you have Bitcoin, yeah. If you don't have Bitcoin, just go buy Bitcoin. That's your first step. But if you have Bitcoin, just think about it. Do I want it to sit on my wallet and do nothing, or do I want it to make money for me? The answer is obvious. This security risk it's non-existent. You're using the best infrastructure, the best trusted platforms. We integrated Ava and Morpho, never hacked, billions and billions in TVL. So just be smart, make money with Sats Terminal.
Love
Absolutely
it.
amazing, man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Everybody.